Hi, this is Nancy at Top Qualifier Marketing, and welcome back. Today I want to talk about a couple of things that I've heard on a CD from Psycho-Cybernetics and a quote that I got from Brian Tracy. And his quote is, "You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control your attitude toward it and what happens to you. And in that, you will be mastering change rather than allowing it to master you." Both of them talk about the fact that we have control over how we interpret the events of our life. We don't have any control over outside influences, but we can choose to decide how we're going to allow them to affect us. And I'm not saying that sometimes, something may happen that we're not thrilled about, but that it can't be good for us. Like criticism. Sometimes you have to really hear a critique about something that you're doing if you're going to allow yourself to expand and to grow. But most of the time, we can make a choice as to how we're going to feel about the negative influences that happen in our life. I'm going to give you an example out of my own life. For years, ever since I was little, my mother used to say to me, "You are definitely your father's daughter." Now, I have to explain first, my dad died when I was fairly young. So I never really got over being daddy's little girl, the hero worship of my father. And of course I hadn't had much chance to understand what the relationship between my mother and my father was. Sometime in my late 40s, it finally dawned on me. My mother didn't like my father. This was not a compliment that she was giving me. But for a lot of years, I thought it was. So I chose to interpret how what she was trying to say to me. Another instance is we have a transmission shop. And we are known as one of the premier shops in El Paso by most people. But we're human, and we do make mistakes. Now, most of our customers, if they experience a problem after they leave the shop with their car, they'll come back to us and they'll tell us what the problem is, knowing that we take great pride in what we do, and they know that we're going to take care of the problem for them, and we can fix it. But other people come in with this "you screwed me on purpose" attitude. And absolutely nothing we say to them is heard by them. They don't care that you're going to rectify the problem or anything else. They just want to be mad. And that hypersensitivity has kind of infected our entire society. We have become so politically correct. You have constantly got to be on guard of what you say, even if you're making a joke to somebody, because you can get sued. You can be teasing with somebody and feelings get hurt and a relationship will come to an end. Personally, I think the best way to handle it is to come to a realization in yourself that most people out there are not out to do anybody any harm. They're basically compassionate, loving people. Another way that I've heard is to stop. When you start to feel your feelings getting hurt, stop and say to yourself, "Am I bigger than this?" Another way is just to be too busy to worry about it. However you decide to handle the negative influences in your life, know that you are the one that is in control. And then allow yourself to use the information to expand rather than to contract. Leave your comments below and look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thanks.